always this little sense of, I think he's in. I mean, Danny says he's in. You know, getting Bill to deliver.
Hey guys, today I'm gonna try and do like maybe a Who inspired makeup look, and while I'm doing that, I'll do like a favorites kind of video. Wrote down a few notes of stuff I like, most of the movies, TV shows, and books. I'm still awkward. Okay. I guess we'll start with movies. One of my favorite movies is Benny and June. It has Johnny Depp in it. Most of my favorite movies are Johnny Depp movies.
It seemed as close to a sure bet to not lose money as I could get. And with that, based on an idea alone,
it's about these two siblings. It's like a brother and a sister, and they live together because the sister has some like medical problems, and they go to like his friend's house for like the game night. It's like poker night or whatever, and she ends up playing with their friends while her brother's out of the room, and she loses, and they place bets on like stuff you have to do if you lose. And when she lost, she had to take in one of her brother's friends' cousins, who Johnny Depp plays, and he's kind of like obsessed with Buster Keaton. It's really good though. That I don't want to like spoil it, but that's pretty much all that's in the trailer. So alright, I just used my primer that I used is from Flower. It's like the Drew Barrymore line. I've been using that for a while. I usually use the blue one, which the blue one's like a hydrating one, but they were out, so I got the illuminating primer. It works. Another favorite movie I have is Secret Window, which is another Johnny Depp movie, but it's about this writer, and someone like shows up at his house and says that he like stole that person's story, and he wants him to fix it, like fix the ending. And Johnny Depp, the guy that he plays, is like, I didn't steal your story. And I'm so bad at explaining things, but like the guy that like accused him of it was like, you need to fix my ending or else, and like he keeps like threatening him. And there's like a lot of twists in it, but it's really good. It's like, I guess, a thriller. I don't know. I'm gonna do my eyebrows real quick because it takes like a little, not like a lot of time, but like I focus on it a lot, so. Okay, so I use what is it? It's like the shade's Dirty Blonde. I believe it's Too Faced, but the writing on the tube is like all smudged off, so I honestly don't remember. I bought it like a few months ago. I'm trying to decide what to do next. Okay, well, We'll move on to next favorite movie, which is Girl Interrupted. It has Angelina Jolie, Winona Ryder, and Brittany Murphy in it. And I think Whoopi Goldberg's in it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's in it. It's basically about this girl. She's like depressed, and she's like talking to her therapist, and he sends her to this mental hospital where she meets Angelina Jolie's character and Brittany Murphy's character, and like a lot of stuff happens. I'm really bad at explaining. Basically, she becomes like best friends with like Angelina Jolie's character, and like they get into like some stuff. I don't really want to ruin it. Yeah, it's just like a really good like movie. Let me move on to Eyes. I hope y'all can hear me. I talk really quietly. I'm gonna be using the Jeffree Star Morphe palette.
Despite these problems, with mere months until shooting began,
We had to get going. I had to start casting.
I think I'm gonna use
he brought in Karen Ray to cast the remaining spots.
When I started
a
working
lens shade.
the word
Oh, I'm saying it right. I don't know, but I'm gonna use that to be like
with Bill Murray.
in the
I think
crease.
he's in. I mean, Danny says he's in.
So you get amazing submissions.
Let's see. Let me
Every man and his dog wanted in on Ghostbusters. For Karen, she was like a kid in a John Candy store.
We thought we were going to use John Candy in the Lewis.
Okay,
Originally, in the storyboard, we basically drew in John Candy because that's what
let's see.
this character.
Next favorite movie is Stand By Me. It's been my favorite
For
for
whatever reason, the deal didn't come together.
years, like since I was a kid. If you haven't seen it, it's about
And we just
this like group of boys that are like friends, and they hear about this kid had been missing for a while, and they heard that
and he had his own ideas.
one of the kid's brothers stumbled across a dead body that they believed was the boy's body.
A little bit like
And so this group of friends decided to go looking for it, and there had been like a reward placed on it, so they wanted to get the reward. So they go on this journey to find it, and like you kind of find out about like the boys and like
Was replaced by Serbian actress
about their like home life and stuff.
There wasn't a girl.
And it's just like a good,
Not even Dana?
it's kind of like the Goonies. It's just like a good like friends kind of movie.
we auditioned a lot of
But
women.
yeah.
We didn't necessarily want a name. We just wanted the right.
I don't want to like say too much about it because then I'll give it away, like what it's about. Well, I mean, that's kind of the point. I don't want to spoil anything, so I don't want to say too much.
At that time, Sigourney was more known for alien busting.
Are you kidding? Couldn't get her.
Okay.
We thought it was a very serious actor. She came into audition.
And she said, you know, those dogs on the roof.
I think I'm
I
gonna
should kill a
use-
dog." I said, what do you mean? She gets on her hands and knees on my coffee table. And starts howling.
This shade,
wiggling,
my
And she worked it.
whatever I may think of that physical performance, I think, wow, there's a really good
and I'm
idea.
gonna use that on like
So
the
for
lid.
Master gatekeeper idea, which were just cool words.
Sigourney unlocked an idea.
She talked about becoming possessed, and suddenly I started thinking of this whole sequence.
Sorry if the lighting's so bad. It's I don't have any like lighting.
So, as
I do, but like
gate to Ivan's writer's block, the cast was complete.
I can't get to it right now.
Almost.
The role of Winston.
But it gets so dark so early now, so
We figured we couldn't afford it.
I didn't have time to film this whenever it was daylight outside.
But really, the role Dan wrote for Eddie was gone anyway.
Eddie got replaced by Billy, as the main comic voice. Yes.
But there weren't just 3 Ghostbusters. There were
4 Ghostbusters.
There's an important reason for that.
We had to have someone from the outside come in and observe this strange world we created.
And that outsider was this
I hate going under my eye.
I played Winston
Um,
aboard.
veteran of the small screen.
It's over.
Ernie Hudson was looking to make it big.
Good luck to you. I've been told.
Okay, let's see what's next. I think I'm gonna use
This was a big deal for
the
him.
shade back
And a big part.
and just do like on the outer
Well, in
corners.
the first draft, Winston showed up on page 28.
I'm trying to do like a pinky, but like natural pinky kind of look. Well, not really, because I think I'm gonna add glitter, so
They turned up
not
in
natural.
New York City.
Anyway,
And everyone was ready to roll. Well,
my next favorite movie is American Ultra. It has Kristen Stewart in it, and I can never remember the other guy's name. He's like in a lot of stuff, but he looks like other people too. So,
I had this nervousness that he wasn't really going to show up.
but it's like about this couple, and the guy gets sick every time they try to leave, like their town that they live in, and so they've been stuck there. And like the guy works at this gas station, and he like draws like monkeys.
but rapping was the last thing on their mind. As they rolled cameras for
And
the first time in New York City.
this lady like shows up one day at his work, and she's like saying all this like random stuff to him. He's like, dude, he like doesn't know what she's talking about. And then she leaves,
And there'd be plenty of
and
time
this
for
guy
people
like shows up and attacks them, and like a whole bunch of stuff happens.
still unable to
But like that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about it.
been unable to
But it's really good.
We're shooting things twice.
It's a good like kind of action movie, like action funny movie.
Well, they took that sign down, and they put another one up that said,
Ghost Breakers. Said we can't do this every scene. This is nuts.
But subtle, it wasn't. When a throng of extras assembled in front of
Okay.
Scoop Central.
I took a
think I
piece of
got
the
that.
camera. I took a piece of the camera. And we just started yelling at people what to do. You guys stand here.
Yeah, we look good. Okay.
Shutting away at people. There's 400 extras. And they were all
I
yelling.
think I'm gonna use two. It's this like sparkly
Yes.
pink color.
Understandably, they weren't that keen on doing.
No.
I think I'm gonna put that like
But Joe had
on the
enough
lid
of
in the
this
inner
nonsense.
corner.
Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters. I found that phone booth near the street. Phone.
It's like a good. It's kind of light, but it's like a little shimmer.
There's 400 extras out there. Ghostbusters.
If you can even see me put it on here, I can't even see my own eye. My next favorite movie is Booksmart. It's like a newer movie. It's about these two best friends,
Those name rights from Filmation.
and they're like seniors in high school. They're about to graduate,
This is a great time. You gotta clear it.
and they've never like partied or anything like that.
Coca-Cola, so we agreed to part ways.
And they find out like all the kids that they thought like weren't gonna go to college or weren't gonna go to a good college because all they did was party all the time. They found out that they're actually going to a good college, and that they've been partying and studying at the same time. And so they decided to have like
So that nobody could step in and kill the project.
a night out to party, so they can like know that they did everything. And then like they get in, like a whole bunch of trouble, and
Let's just keep going.
it's just a really fun movie.
Well, get on with it then.
No, we're going ahead. Let's just.
Okay. Meanwhile, back in LA, the newly assembled Boss Films was hard at work.
Our approach was, this is a cartoon, so we overly storyboard and overly posed. We did some quite funny sketches. Hugh Johnson was hired to head up our creature shop. We just take the drawings.
I think that's all I'm gonna do for shadow wise.
First out in the hot dog cart would be this iconic green ghost.
Okay, I turned my TV off because I just realized that, like, it's really loud. So sorry about that. I just tend to watch stuff when I put makeup on. I think I'm gonna do, like, a light eyeliner. I think I'm gonna speed this one up because I have to, like, focus on it really hard. Okay, got that done. Move on to mascara. Oh, I used the e.l.f. eyeliner. And then I have this Essence Lash Princess. You can see it. Mascara. Alright, I think I'm gonna move on to TV shows. One of my favorite TV shows is Big Little Lies. It's also a book. I got makeup on my sweater. Anyways, it's about this group of moms. I can't remember where it was at, like where at, but it's like on the coast. And they all have like their own secrets. And all their kids go to like this really like nice school, and like a whole bunch of drama goes on. And it kind of like unravels, like you find out like what happened. It starts out with like there are like cops everywhere and they're at like this party and they're trying to find out like what happened. Yeah, it's like a good like drama mystery kind of TV show. Okay, so I just put like the mascara on the top and bottom. I don't really love this mascara because it kind of clumps up, but that's all I got right now. Alright, next TV show favorite is Vikings. I mean, what it's about is kind of in the name. It's about Vikings, but it's kind of like about like Ragnar Lothbrok and his sons, and like kind of what happens. It's like loosely based on like actual people. I mean, loosely based. But yeah, it's really good. Another favorite movie is a new one. It's on Hulu. Looking for Alaska. It's also a book. It's kind of like about like these kids that go to this school. Kind of looks like a like kind of like camp kind of school. I don't like boarding school, I guess. But this group of friends, they like them and like the cool kids play pranks on each other, and like a lot of stuff happens with that. And then basically you're kind of like finding out more and more about Alaska. But yeah, sorry. I kind of lost my place there. But yeah, you just find out like more and more about her and stuff, and like her story. I'm gonna be using this concealer. It works pretty well. I think it kind of dries my skin out though, so I might change it after it's out. Next, I'm gonna use this Revolution powder. Alright, and my next favorite movie is Smilf. It's on Showtime. And it's about like this single mom in Boston. And she's like raising her son, and the dad's like around but they're not together. And then her mom is played by, it's like Rosie O'Donnell. I don't know. And it just kind of like, it's a, like a, I guess like a comedy, not really a comedy, but like drama comedy kind of thing. It's really cute though. Next I'm gonna do blush, which I have this Too Faced. It's called Ginger Peach is the shade. I've used it a lot, so it's really messy. Another favorite show is Shameless, which I think is really popular. But it's just about like this family in Chicago, and they're just like do like a whole bunch of crazy stuff, and they're kind of like messed up, but I don't know, it's like a good it's a good show. I'm trying to do like a lot of blush because they're like always like, I don't know, when I think of Who's, they're like kind of like really blushy, if that makes sense. Another favorite show is a new one on Hulu called Dollface. It's like about this girl and her boyfriend like dumps her, and she realizes like she doesn't have any friends because she kind of like ditched them for this guy. And so it's kind of like about her like getting more girlfriends and kind of moving on, but it's really cute. Okay, sorry, I was like focusing on that. I feel like I look like Rudolph, but maybe I can like blend it out. Okay, I don't know. Good enough. Another favorite is called On Becoming a God. It's on Hulu as well. It has Kristen Dunst in it. It's a pretty good show. It's kind of like about this woman and her husband gets into this like it's kind of like a pyramid scheme kind of job, and he ends up like dying like in the first episode. So like I feel like I'm not ruining anything with that, but maybe I am. I don't know. Sorry if I did. Yeah, like she gets dragged into it and is kind of like forced into being in it, and she's just like so like wild. And it's like in Florida. I think it's like in the 80s. It's really good though. I feel like I'm really bad at describing things, so I'm sorry. Another favorite show is Prodigal Son. It's really good. It's about like this, he's like a profiler, but his dad was a serial killer. And so he kind of like learned from his dad how they, like, serial killers think. And that's how he catches them. It's pretty good. Sorry, I'm trying to like rush into these because I'm pretty much almost done with my makeup. Kids Are Alright, that's on Hulu as well. I don't know if there's gonna be any more seasons because it's been a while, but it's pretty good. It's like about this family in, I think it's like the 50s or 60s, and it's like a little comedy kind of show. And then the last favorite show is Peaky Blinders, which is about like Thomas Shelby and his brothers, and it's kind of like a mobster kind of England show. It's really good though. That's all the TV shows. I have a few book favorites. It's kind of a funny story. I don't have the authors' names written down. And I can't see. One second. Okay, I'm like looking at my bookshelf way up there. But it's kind of a funny story. It's a good book. It's also a movie by Vizin, I believe. Vizzi. I mean, if you look it up, you could probably find it, but it's really good. It's like about this boy, and he's like depressed and kind of like has some issues, and he ends up checking himself into a mental hospital. Like in the hospital, it's like a mental ward. I don't know how to say it right. Yeah, he checks into it, and they're like working on the kids area, so they have the kids and adults mixed together, and it's just kind of like about like what he's going through there and all that. And then another favorite is the Harry Potter series, which I feel like everybody knows what that's about. Perks of a Wallflower, which is also a movie, is about this guy who something happened to him when he was younger, and I don't want to say anything because I'll like spoil it, but like he has like depression and like a whole bunch of other stuff's going on, and he ends up making friends with these seniors in high school when he's a freshman, and it kind of just like you kind of slowly find out what happened to him. Another favorite book is Desperation by Stephen King. It's kind of hard to describe this one. It's like, I mean, it's a Stephen King book, so it's all over the place, but it's really good. And the last one is Girl Interrupted, which I also talked about in my favorite movies, so I kind of already explained what that's about, sort of. I'm really bad at explaining, so yeah. But anyways, that's pretty much all my favorites that I wrote down. If y'all want to know any other kind of favorites, just comment down below. And I'm gonna finish the rest of this look. I just need to do like some lipstick and highlighter, but I'm gonna speed that up. But hope y'all enjoyed this video.